Hey everybody, I'm Ori Inbar, the co-founder of AWE, and with me,
Nathan Pettyjohn, founder of the VRARA Association and Applied AI Association.
And we want to spend a moment to talk about what's happening in the AR and XR and AI industry, and why collaboration is so critical to the advancement of this industry. And I want to say, start with how I opened the keynote yesterday morning, which is that we're at the point where we feel like XR is going mainstream. And the hardware is good enough, the tools are mature, AI is helping us accelerate a lot of the content creation, making it easier and faster. And now it's really up to the builders of all kinds, from all sides of this planet, to come in and use these tools to create content that matters to everyone out there. So for me, it's the year of the builder, of the XR builder. And I think that, Nathan, you're also kind of thinking in that direction, planning an event that is focused on builders, on creators.
Yeah.
Talk to us about that.
Yeah, sure. No, and I would greatly respect everything that you do to bring people together, with AWE. And we have, similar missions in that we help connect people, help them grow their business. But related to the builders, we wanted to do something a little unique. So we've got a conference coming up in San Diego called Stack X Days. Mm-hmm. And it's designed to be a 3-day event for mid-level to senior level developers and programmers, cross-platform. So you can come in and say, you take a workshop on Android XR, and then in the afternoon you're taking something from Niantic, then tomorrow you're looking at Snap, as an example, right? So we hadn't seen anyone really do that in the industry, and we thought, hey, that's something unique and different to help the builders. And then with AI coming on so strong, we've got the VRARA Association supporting an XR day, the Applied AI Association supporting an AI day, and then we're doing a third day.
It's coming together.
Plus mezcal and tacos in San Diego.
Of course. Nice. That's a great lubricant. Makes a lot of sense. Yeah, I mean, what we've seen in the past year is that a lot of developers and builders from iOS and Android are now moving towards spatial computing, because they see, first of all, it's an exciting new platform, it's interesting, but there's also revenue. We have dozens of developers that are making over $10 million on the Meta store and other stores, and they want to get part of it, right? So, we've seen a bunch of hackathons in the past year, which congregated, hundreds and sometimes thousands of hackers and developers. And we want to kind of bring a lot of these people to AWE this June in Long Beach, California, to really empower them. First of all, to have them connect with all the different platforms, with each other, with funding, to help kind of empower them and help create more content. And that's kind of fits very nicely kind of with what you're saying, which is even more focused on the developers. So I think we can definitely declare this year as the year of the XR plus AI builders, because what we need is content. This is what really will help XR and AI go to the mainstream.
Yeah, agreed. And it's I've seen some of your blog posts recently about the gorillas and the titans of the industry really coming in, and you've got Google back in the game hardcore.
Yeah.
I mean, some people say, hey, they abandoned XR for a while. They didn't really, because they've got XR capabilities on mobile phones. They're back into the headsets and wearables technology in a big way. So it's really exciting, as I know you know.
Yeah, I mean, it's been I think really interesting. The race for XR domination has been intensifying over the last just year or year and a half.
Yeah.
And I think what you're describing with Google is that they're really retrenching in their strength, right? I mean, they had some different attempts with hardware. I think now they're really focused on Android XR and their ability to build an ecosystem around it, with Samsung, with Qualcomm. And I think that's really a good sign, a healthy sign for the industry, that each one of the big players really focused on what they're good at and working together wherever it makes sense. So it's definitely a good sign.
Yeah, and then the other point to that is like Gen AI being used to create content in Spatial. It's very complex to do, but as you're probably seeing, you can now take like VR training platforms, and I'm working with a company right now doing some consulting work, and they've got a Gen AI authoring tool. You say, hey, I want to change this, change that, add a couple of levels of the emergency situation in VR training, and within 2 minutes it outputs a whole new scene. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, that's a game changer. I mean, in the past decade, a lot of the XR developers have been complaining that, creating 3D content, 3D scenes is very laborious, it's expensive, and that has been slowing down a lot of the adoption. But now with AI, of course, it's not a magic word. It doesn't do everything automatically, but it can definitely accelerate the content creation process, make it easier, cheaper, and then of course, we have the human element in it to make sure that it actually brings together the experience in a way that is attractive, engaging, and valuable. But it's definitely a game changer, and this is all happening just in the last maybe year or two. But I would say that there's the other side of the coin. It's not just AI accelerating XR. It's also XR is the killer app for AI. We have all these ChatGPT and all its power, but nobody wants to just type questions into a chatbot all day, right? You want to interact with something, and with AR glasses, with avatars, even operating robots with XR is a lot more fruitful, a lot more engaging, and that's where I think AI will see a lot of its use in the future through XR.
Yeah, well said. A multimodal creation and experience is just it's fascinating, and we're at the tip of it right now. So
absolutely, All right.
Thanks, Ori.
We'll see you at AWE and hopefully at your event as well. And,
look forward to doing.
So everybody, keep building what you're building, and we'll see you soon.
All right. Excellent.
All right. Thank you.
Yeah. Thanks, Ori. Yeah.